Hi everyone, welcome to Karen from tillycrafts.co.uk. You're joining me today for Make It Thursday, and I'm doing two cards. Two cards, I've got this one upside down. Two cards to bring you today with the Dragonfly Garden set. This is the Dragonfly Garden set. It's got some really nice stamps in it, a couple of dragonflies, cluster, well I think they're more like butterflies than dragonflies, and it's got four nice little sayings in it. So I'm going to bring these to you today and also show you my new blending brushes that I've got that I'm dead excited about. I have pre-cut a lot of stuff out, so we will do this one first. Let's pop that one out of the way. So what you need is a card base. So I've used thick Whisper White, and basically it's an A4 sheet. It's scored in half and then cut in half. So I've got one for each card here. Let's get my bone folder. Let's fold this over to start with, and then we are ready to go. So that's my card base. For this sheet I use the Subtles embossing folder, which I've already run through. So I just love the detail on this. It is so subtle. Right, so your card base measures, when it's folded, 4 1/8 by 5 7/8, and this first layer is 4 by 5 5/8, and it just fits nicely to give that narrow border round. Then we've got a piece of the Dragonfly paper. You get quite a lot in the box, and I don't know what I've done with mine. I'm forever losing stuff. It's ridiculous. I've got it here, I think. Yes. So you get 48 sheets of this, lots of, oh, not that one, lots of different designs, quite bold ones on the front, and then on the back you have more subtle ones, and these are like, the colours on these are Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, let me get my sheet, I did have my sheet, I was prepared. Yes, Basic Black, Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow and Whisper White. And I'm just looking to where I've put my ink. It's alright, I found my ink. I tell you, I keep losing things. This is the Blackberry Bliss one. It's got dragonflies on the back, and these punch out of the Dragonfly punch. So you've got the big dragonfly and the littler dragonfly. Right. So for that I use the Stitch So Sweetly dies in this, and I've used the big rectangle there to cut that one out, and for my label I've used the little one like that. I think they must be my favourite dies at the moment. Right, let's just move this out of the way before I make a mess. And it's dead simple to put together, and I'm looking for a piece of paper now. Told you, I thought I was all prepared, and I don't know what I've done with half my stuff. I did have a tidy up in here, and I think that's what it is. I've tidied up that much that I can't remember where I've put anything. I'll use my scrap of grid paper and bring in my brand new blending brush. Look at that, how soft is that? Love it. And we're going to use Blackberry Bliss on here. Right. And all you do, you just rub it gently over the top, and you can see it's hardly picked up any, but look at that. So let's go again, and I'm just going to go around the edges like this to pick a little bit of the colour up. Oh, it's so nice. I love blending. I have used other makes of blending brushes, and I think everybody's been messaging Stampin' Up and say please bring some blending brushes out, because obviously we like using them from there. And that's what they've done. They've listened to us and brought some out. So I'm not going all over it. I'm just going up the sides and around the edges. And these are really good. You can rinse them out in water, leave them overnight and they dry, but I do have quite a few because this must be one of my favourite things to do. And then you can do it as much or as little as you want until you're happy with it. And I'm quite happy with that. Close this up. So you can use a bit of tissue and wipe it off like that. Or if you're like me and you're obsessed, I usually have one per colour. Right, so next I'm going to take my square, rectangle even. I'm feeling it slow today. Oh, it's been one of those days. Right, there we go. And these look like little tiny dandelions. I've done a few with dandelions. And we do have another set that goes nicely with this, I think, called Dandelion Wishes. So, quite happy with that. That's just going to get adhered to the card. I told you, it's so simple, this one. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put it up on dimensions, but I just wanted to show you how easy it's put together. And then slide it over. And because I'm using liquid glue, got a bit of the wiggle room. There we go. You just have to watch, because if you rub it, you do get it all over your hands. Right, that's that. Next, I'm going to stamp on my little thing. I'm doing You Are an Inspiration. No, Thank You for Your Kindness. We're doing on this one. Right. Just using my Memento ink on this. And then I'm just going to stamp it towards the top. I can't see. There we go. There, that looks nice. That's going to be great. Right, and I'm just looking to see. We've got to bring in this. Yeah, this is the one. We have got dragonflies, and I've run out of the dark dragonflies like this one on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it onto a piece of paper. If I can find the piece of paper. Anybody think I was not organised? Right. So let's pop him down here. There we go. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring my blends in and let's have a look. Is this my Rich Raspberry? No, Blackberry Bliss. Got the right ones, light and dark. So all I'm going to do, a little bit of blending, and I'm just going to highlight some of these. You don't have to highlight them, you could just do them all one colour. But I just like to play a little bit. And then take the other one. Love blends. So, but I usually like to get my head right over the top so I'm not making a mistake and going out of the lines. So forgive me if I do. But yeah, there's quite a few sheets of the dragonflies, but as you can tell, I've used quite a few. I've got one for the other card in the right colour. Nothing fancy with the blending. It's basically colouring it in. So you could just do it all in one colour if you wanted to. Oops. Can you tell the concentration? So forgive me if I stop talking. It's because I'm trying to concentrate. And then I'm just going to give him a black body. this is my dark one. So I'm just going to do every other one and just highlight those a bit more and do his head. There we go. And then just come over with the light one. When it dries, you'll be able to see it does give a little bit of shading. I was like, how can you have a light black? But apparently you can. There we go. That's him done. And then you just take your punch, line him up. I usually just grab it a little bit when I think it's right and then press. You also get a little one out as well, which will be handy for another project. Right, all I did with this one is I stuck it up on dimensionals. So I've moved my stuff around and I've put them in different places, so they're up there. Right, so put some of these on the back here. Oops, it's stuck to me. Pop him in the middle there and then get a dimensional onto my Dragonfly. So I'm popping one on one side and one on the other, and then he's just going to go on there like so. And then if I just grab my Winker Stella, love a bit of Winker Stella, and then just go over his wings and it'll make them nice and shiny. And who doesn't like a bit of bling? We all like a little bit of bling. There we go. And to finish it off, I've got some of these faceted, elegant faceted gems, which I think go dead nice with this. And I think I should use the white ones because I'm going to use the other ones on my other project. So let's put one big one on and a couple of small ones. Whoops, stuck to me. There we go, and that's our first card. Hope you like that. Right, now for the second one. Let's see what I can mess up with this one. So, same thing again. Card base. Oops. Fold that in half, exactly the same. And then we used the Dainty Diamonds folder, and I think this is gorgeous, this. Love that. And I've used the Stitch So Sweetly dies again, and this is the second to largest and the next one down. And I decided to use, instead of using card like I used on this one, I've used a bit of the Bumblebee paper out of the set. It's got that on the back as well. So there are going to be our layers. And on this one, I've got a Dragonfly out of the paper, and these, the big ones, fit in. Right, just make sure I've got that level. Yeah. Now on this paper there are some bigger dragonflies that they will cut out with this one as well on there. But like I said, I've used nearly all that paper up. So he's going to go on there, and we've got, I'm going to change the sentiment though, because I'd like the "You Are an Inspiration." Quite like that one. Oh look, I found some more dragonflies. This is what I do, but I've got, these are ones I've blended as well, and that one I stamped, but I didn't quite like that one. So "You Are an Inspiration." So let's get my memento again. this one at the top. There we go. Then my butterfly curtain. But I see I'm doing it again, butterfly. It's not a butterfly, Karen. It's a dragonfly. Right, bring in my bit of scrap paper again. And we'll bring in the bumblebee this time. And see, I'm christening my brushes with his. And do exactly the same. So, oh, that's quite nice. I like that. I do like that. I love it where it picks up. I've got not this video, but a later video I've got with the new embossing folder, and it looks like somebody's used a palette knife on an artboard, and I've put like ink inside the embossing folder, and that looks stunning as well. There we go. Oh, look that. Right, let's put this one together. Right. So that one will go on there, like so. And then this one can go down flat. There. And I think I just did that one flat as well on this one. I like the way these layer up. I'm just going to turn it over and lovely. And then we're going to bring in my little dragonfly. I'm just going to use the edges up on these dimensionals. Waste not, want not. Go back up, there we go. So he can go there. We'll bring in these gems, so I'm going to go for these ones. It's a good job I've ordered some more of these because I've nearly run out. There we go. That's the gems, and then again, even though it's cut out from the paper, I'm still going to go over it with my Winker Stella, and that will just give it that little bit of sparkle. I think these make great little cards as a pick-me-up for people. There we go. So that's my card. I hope you've enjoyed that. So let me bring in, where's my original? Right, there's my original, and that's the one we've just made. There's the one we made. This one's done in Calypso Coral, by the way. This one was actually done in Highland Heather. Whoops, bring it down a bit. This one was actually done in Highland Heather and Gorgeous, sorry, no, Gorgeous Grape with the blackberry, I'm going to say butterfly again, dragonfly, and this one I've used the Blackberry Bliss on it. And I've also got another couple of cards that I did, just slightly a bit different. This one I've cut the rectangle out of the biggest stitch dies and put, and then I've cut out, layered up two of the rectangles, so it's cut out like a frame, and underneath is like Misty Moonlight. That one says For a True Friend, so I quite like that one too. And then I also did this one. That was using the stitch rectangles, so I cut that one out. I've actually layered that one up and this one. They're both up on dimensionals. and then again use the Stitch So Sweetly, and this is in Rococo Rose with the Seaside Spray Dragonflies. That's one of the little ones that cuts out the paper as well, so that cuts out nice, and that one's got a little one on it as well. So I hope you like those cards. You have to let me know what your favourite colour is. I don't know. I mean, I'm a purple girl anyway, and I do like that one. But I quite like this one actually, in the Calypso Coral. It's not a colour I use that often. So thank you all very much for joining me. All the details will be over on my blog. I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye.